You're gonna want to nuke that, big brother.
Late for fucking steak night.
Nukes of steaks?
Bird of beef, no less.
Gordon Ramsay had fucking spit.
He's a good guy.
He's a real good guy.
He's a great guy, but he's a hair guy.
What's a hair guy?
Oh, a guy with hair, likely.
A guy who spends too much time on his hair.
Oh, yeah. Ramsey's a hair guy.
Look, Ramsay cooks a great steak, great quill, stews and what have you. It's like you want to like him and everything, but every time you look at him, all you can think about is him Biebering into the mirror, fucking with his hair to make it stand up like that. He'd be like, "This is fucking rotten!" Pull your finger out your ass.
You say the food's great, people love it, I am shitting myself, you fucking twat!
No, I am not here to tell you not to put raw onions in the fucking French onion soup, you fucking useless bellend!
Well, choosing a hairstyle's complicated.
No, it isn't.
It isn't.
You get it wet, then you let it dry.
So first he comes in late for suppers, and now we gotta listen to you slag on a true culinary artisans?
Sorry I'm late for supper.
Yeah, why were you late?
Too much choring to do.
No more than any other year last time I checked.
Bird of beef, no less.
It's because every farmer with an acreage or an operation inside 2 townships is calling me for advice on this or help with that. Fuck.
Like who?
McMurray calls me not once, not twice, but thrice a day.
McMurray's a piece of shit.
When a friend asks for help, you help him.
Why don't you tell him you're busy?
When a friend asks for help, you help him.
Good buddies.
Squirrely Dan.
Glenn came by earlier looking for azaleas.
I'll tell him to go Iggy Azaleas.
Or Azalea Banks.
Is Brandon Flowers still open?
He was looking for flowers to decorate the Letterkenny Cable Access TV studios.
You're better to go Iggy Azaleas for interiors.
You should start yourself up an agricultural consultant show. You know, people can call you up, you devote an hour a week to taking calls, helping people out with their problems, and then you got it licked and you have the rest of the week to do your own chores.
Yeah, we could help you out, good buddy.
Well, how would you get the word out?
Oh, you put it on your fucking Facebook.
Fuck Facebook.
Have you had too much of the genius juice here?
Already, yeah.
Oh, my God.
We're already off to a great start here. Yeah, Tommy Milagro over there, Bill Frost over here, and introduce yourself, special mystery guest.
I am Michelle Rhiannon Stevens-Williams.
See, we've mentioned her before, and now you know she's real.
See?
Totally real.
Very real indeed. So welcome.
She won the fan challenge to come into the podcast studio, the Ogden Zone Studios here. We did hold a contest, and if you missed it, well, you weren't paying close enough attention.
And that's your fucking fault.
4,000-word essay, single space, double side, and yeah, turned out pretty well, yeah.
And the essay was titled "Why Nancy Drew is Lesser Than Veronica Mars." It was no contest. It was a brilliantly worded essay. We are going to look to see about getting it published here very soon.
And at least someone here is going to watch Nancy Drew and nail that down for sure.
But we will talk all about that in just a minute, because we need to remind our fine listeners that A, you need to listen to us harder. B, our show is rated not safe for work. That's what NSFW means. But if you are our good friend Michelle, NSFW means da-da-da-da.
She forgot it already.
Now sinful 5 wives.
See, now that you understand why I write a lot of this shit?
Absolutely.
And we bring this up because this is why she's our favorite listener. She brought gifts, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I brought some Mexican Cokes and some 5 Wives Sinful, which is a cinnamon-tinged vodka. We mix them together, you get a snickerdoodle, or as I came up with the name here, a Sinful Doodle.
So, Steve, trademark, and B, we want royalties. We love you.
It tastes pretty good. I think this is a better idea than our previous idea of...
White Russian.
Yeah, that's what we were going to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going traditional, but then she springs this on us, and I'm going, oh my God.
Yeah, 0295. Have we taken care of everything? Is that all the business?
I checked our listener bags. Everything's cleared at this point. I've checked our Twitter feeds. Our voting is there.
The voting is crashing Twitter, apparently.
And we appreciate every one of you seriously, that had voted for what we're going to show as we slog forth to episode 300.
Yeah, I think we'll be showing it outside on a TV screen. Probably is like if this is what we're looking at here.
But again, if you really want to make your voice heard,
We'll actually be out at the bar showing it on Tommy's phone
In the snow.
in the snow. Yes,
it's not snowing yet.
it will be by the time we get there.
Point taken.
Blizzard time. So, Michelle, you're here, and obviously you watch TV. And we've had guests here before who get in here. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I don't watch any TV.
Oh wait,
What the fuck am I doing here?
are you talking about this is the special segment we ask our guests that's called "What the fuck are you watching?"
So much. I have to have an app tell me when everything's on because I watch so much TV.
Oh, all right, okay.
Where do you want to start?
What? First of all, I'm curious what this app is.
And secondly,
Is it a Google?
how much are we talking here?
Is it a Google Calendar?
No, it's an Evernote.
Evernote. Okay.
So I set it up so it tells me what day the show's on, and then once I watch it, I tell myself which episode is next, because some apps like CW do not remember where you were.
True. Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Totally fucks me up.
It's worth every penny. It's free.
Exactly. How did you know?
So what have you got on your list?
Well, I guess we can start with the Arrowverse. I am caught up. Arrow hasn't started yet, but
This week,
yep. Batwoman, Supergirl, and
I had a question on Supergirl.
Okay.
She has the new costume.
yes.
Pants!
She has the new superhero fighting costume there, and it comes out of a ring, a la the Green Lantern.
Yeah, well, actually, the way Brainiac put it, it's a special molecule that once you whip off your glasses, it triggers.
This seems problematic.
Just the way you explained it, I was going, the fuck?
Yeah, and it seemed like it was really slow.
Yeah, it was. Like, dramatically slow.
Yeah.
But the payoff was pants.
Yes.
Of course, I do need to correct you, though, Michelle. It's really Arrow. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm so sorry.
Just have
Verse.
a sip of the genius juice. It'll be fine.
I'm guessing
You're an Ogden girl.
I'm guessing the Flash is in there
It is.
with the Flash Queen theme song.
It is. Yeah. I was surprised by that.
It took 5 seasons to get there.
Yeah.
Well, because it's a Flash Gordon theme song.
Yes.
The best part, I've been saving it for just this moment.
Really, Cisco? Okay.
Although, they did do Huey Lewis in the News back in time last season, so I'm thinking, oh yeah, the residuals are finally kicking in, so you can actually pony up for these songs.
Okay, what else you got?
Oh, that's the trick. So Batwoman. That one was amazing.
Yes.
Ruby Rose is sexy and kicks ass. That's all I have to say about that.
I was very impressed with Doug Ray Scott not sounding Scottish, so that was key there. But second, I did find that the introduction of Miss Kane into the Batwoman role, I'm kind of curious how this evolves, especially with characters like Luke Fox. Really? How much sooner until we get a canary involved here? Seriously.
Yeah. Previously, when we saw Batwoman, she had a red wig happening.
Mm-hmm. Like
Not in the
fluorescent red.
Not in the premiere. I wonder if that's coming back.
I think it is, because if you look at the photos, she has the red wig. I think it hasn't happened yet.
I'm really curious to see how they're going to introduce that. Someone's going to say, "Hey, you should wear this wig." Kate Kane is like, "Fuck you."
I'm not going towards your gender specificity.
Yeah, it's going to be weird to see.
But it
that
is.
happens.
But it is going to nicely kind of line up because, as we remember last season, we had the crisis on which Earth was it again? Earth X or Infinite Earths or something?
Earth
time's
Plus.
infinite.
Yeah, Earth to the nth degree.
Yeah.
Either one. And we did have Supergirl and Batwoman meeting up, World's Finest, and
Okay.
how that's going to tie in now with going back to Flash and the Monitor, a dumb name and a dumb haircut.
True and true.
Yes.
What else you got there?
Go back to your list.
But the Monitor did show up at the end of Flash. So Flash is going to die. So they say, because, of course we know it's going to be canceled, right?
Eventually. Eventually they'll say, we've done enough of these.
Yeah. But until then, Grant Gustin, don't go back to Glee. That's all we ask.
So my favorite new show is Stumptown.
Yes,
Hey.
yes. And what I was saying about Stumptown was the live ratings are iffy, but when you factor in DVR, on demand, all that stuff,
The streamings.
on the Hulus, that's where it ends up the next day on Hulu. It triples its original number.
Yeah.
So don't count it out yet.
Don't call it a comeback.
Well,
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Well, in episode 3, introduced Donald Logue. So there
Yeah.
you go.
Oh, yeah.
As a bastard. So there you go.
He seemed like he was cool at first, and it's like, oh no, this guy's a dick.
Yep.
He's kind of perfected the dickishness over the years. From Sons of Anarchy to Gotham to now
True, yeah.
Down. All right.
But Colby Smulders, I think, is doing a good showing with that.
Yes,
so
yes,
kinda
definitely.
Bringing in Agent Hill a little bit.
And do you agree with my assessment? This is pretty much the Rockford Files.
Pretty much.
If you've ever seen the Rockford Files,
Yes, I'm old.
okay, all right, cool.
James Garner.
Oh, that was fun. All right. And,
And,
what else you got on the list?
So I'm that person that still watches NCIS.
Oh, okay.
So
Wow, which one? Original flavor?
original. I haven't gone past original. That's enough.
Okay.
I like you for a second. That's enough. That is enough.
They brought in Ziva for 2 episodes, and then she's gone again. So that was
Yeah.
fun for a second.
Yeah. And the thing about the NCIS universe, I think I've watched maybe a minute of New Orleans. Don't care. I've watched more than a few episodes of Los Angeles because I'm still trying to figure out, first of all, between the two of them, Chris O'Donnell.
And LL Cool J.
Hello.
Am I getting the right Chris?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I get all my Chris's mixed up.
Right.
I get all my white Chris's mixed up. And LL Cool J, between them, I want to know how many fucking Henleys they own. This is the same shirt that Tommy Milagro's wearing right here.
So it's...
They must have an entire closet that goes on for miles of just, the daily wear Henleys.
It's Hash Brown WCW. White Chris, whatever.
Yeah. And also...
Writing it down, by the way.
Also, the whole thing between Deeks and Kenzie, who's got better hair. I don't know.
Who cares?
I don't know.
Whatever.
That's the extent of my knowledge on NCIS Los Angeles, but good to see you're still watching NCIS.
I watched 1 episode of Los Angeles and of New Orleans just because there was a crossover. That's the only reason I
And also,
bothered.
did we have some JAG happening?
Maybe. I didn't watch Jag.
Okay.
Let's see. Remind me again. New Orleans, that's still with...
Scott Dracula.
Oh, way to ruin the franchise. Still remember that from Futurama. Still won't let him live it down.
And
Almost ruined it.
what else you got there?
And I'm that person that watches This Is Us.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you're weepy about it.
You know what? I've never cried watching it. So I'm not sure why I watch it because I think that's the whole point.
That's all you hear about it, really.
Only one of our listeners has been a little bit weepy about it, and that was Shaylee. Now she's just insta-biking with an insta-dog and an insta-husband.
We'll never hear from her again.
Yeah, well, because, again, she's insta-biking and insta-dogging.
So if you watch This Is Us, did you check out this ABC show called A Million Little Things?
I did not.
Which was supposed to be sort of ABC's ripoff of This Is Us.
That's what I hear, but I have not bothered. The only reason I got into This Is Us is because Arrow is on there. Last Arrow from Smallville, not new Arrow.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.
You're welcome.
All right.
But I stuck around. I don't know why.
Well, obviously, the rest of America stuck around as well. You don't have... It's not like you're apologizing for watching some cult following show. It's like, this is one of the biggest shows on TV.
It's my guilty pleasure.
Cool. All right. And this list is massive. We got to get through it.
You don't even know. Oh, we can't even get through my list. You
Oh.
don't even know.
I think we can try.
Oh,
Because it's a Sunday, there's a little news to report. So
I'll take that challenge. Come
Well,
on, dig in.
The blacklist is back.
Black. Oh my God.
James
Red.
Spader. I'm of the Kerry Jackson following. That yes, I love his stories. Well, when I was in Helsinki on a secret mission with this beautiful blonde.
I was at a haberdashery in San Paulo.
Exactly.
You know, when I was dealing with some Kurdish rebels in Syria. Oh, wait.
Wait,
Too
no.
soon?
Too soon, yes.
Too soon. Too soon, Red!
The Blacklist. Have you been with The Blacklist since the beginning of the
Yep.
show? Okay. And I just fondly remember, because someday, I think it's going to be soon, that The Blacklist is going to enter into syndication. So you're going to see it like 6-hour blocks on TNT and in local syndication.
No.
And we're going to get to see those first season episodes with Megan Boone wearing that wig.
Oh,
And
Terrible.
it's going to be so fucking hilarious to relive that.
How many seasons are we into?
7.
7, yeah.
They're past syndication. They're like, come on, end it. Just end it right now.
You know what? I watched the pilot, and she was the worst actress I'd ever seen. I have no idea why it continued. She got better, but I watched it, and I'm like,
Well, she's Australian.
oh, is that the problem?
She's Australian.
Why do you always do that with a Kiwi voice, man? I don't get that. Jim Jeffries is frowning upon you, man.
As he should be. But yeah, they hired an Australian with short hair to play an American with long hair.
See?
And that's what you get.
Yeah. Yeah, get what you pay for. Yeah.
And what else you got going on? What would be the weirdest thing that we would not expect to be on
The
there?
weirdest?
Yeah.
We haven't got to my weirdest yet. Let me see.
She's like scrolling through on her Evernotes. That's what's killing me.
I literally am. Claws. I love Claws.
Okay.
So there you go.
TNT, Niecy Nash.
Yes.
Coming back for a fifth and final season next year.
With Uncle Daddy?
Uncle Daddy.
It is the most ridiculous show ever, and I get sucked into it. Can't stop watching that thing.
Yes.
I-
It's Florida. It's Florida Man, the TV show, is
Right.
what it is.
With the Redest Neckest everything.
Hang on. I'm writing that down.
The Redest Neckest. Everything, yeah. We might need a spelling check on that, but yeah.
Now, here's my question here, because that's probably the only joy I can get out of Claus is Dean Norris.
Uncle Daddy.
And I'm bringing it up because, and here's how I segue into this, because he was part of the Breaking Bad universe. That's what got me into him. Under the Dome, let's not talk about it. But
No.
did you ever get to watch Breaking Bad?
Yes, the whole way
And-
through. I haven't watched El Camino yet, though.
Oh, okay, that was the segue there.
Okay, we're going to talk about El Camino in a minute here, and I will spoil nothing.
Yes, I will not spoil a thing either.
But I want something really strange.
Yeah, like super. I would say,
Or what you would think would strange. What do you think would surprise us that is on this list?
I don't know.
We're pretty much in agreement so far with
Yeah.
good shows, with maybe the exception with This Is Us. But yeah,
an NCIS, right?
and I don't know. I can't argue with 16 million viewers every week.
I'll just agree it's there. So that's as far as I'll go. It's there.
I've got Mr. Robot.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Still into that.
How you liking the new season so far?
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay,
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, this
Gotta
is
watch it harder.
this is why I need a schedule.
it's looking pretty good so far.
You're doing
Let
good.
me just say, too many fucking shows.
True.
There's too many fucking shows.
Well, see, what you got to do is you got to get into a gig where you get paid for it.
See?
story.
I invented that 20 years ago.
And look at you just riding that cash cow.
American Housewife.
Oh, you know,
Oh,
actually,
wow.
Mrs. Frost loves that show, so I watch it when it's on. She loves it, and I'm thinking, oh, well, first of all, thank God it doesn't have a laugh track. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
one of those ABC family comedies that doesn't have a laugh track. Katie Mixon is fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
I mean, did not on Eastbound and Down.
Thank you.
Kenny fucking Powers' girlfriend.
You're fucking out.
Did you watch This Week?
I believe so. Yeah. What was the plot? I'm pretty sure I saw it.
It was a Drew Carey reunion.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, you had Drew
Oh.
Carey. You had Diedrich Bader is always there.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the other guy.
Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That guy. Yeah. So we had the little reunion show there.
Well, and we
Mimi.
had Mimi.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the one I first realized. I'm like, oh, it's Mimi with no makeup. And
Yeah,
then
it's very hard to recognize her without the makeup.
But most importantly, no Wayne Brady, right?
no,
No Wayne Brady.
Okay.
I think he's too big. I think he has too much money. I don't think he gives.
Probably.
Who cares?
Wait. Too big money-wise or just too big?
I don't know.
Like, he's gotten puffy
you got
from
that,
what I've seen.
You got
Oh.
Drew Carey. He's got that Price is Right money.
Well,
Yeah.
and he slimmed down, so,
Long time ago.
yeah. So there's that.
Yeah. So Diedrich Bader calls in. Whose line is it anyway? Can't remember his name either. And then they're like, we're going to call in
Ryan Stiles.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you.
They're like, we're going to call in Mr. Green because it's this whole ecological thing that they're trying to get Mimi to.
Oh yeah, we should be recycling.
Yes, and she won't. So they bring in Mr. Green, and I'm like, it's got to be Drew Carey. It has to be. So he walks in, and they do this whole big thing, him walking, seeing him behind, like it's a big surprise. He walks in with the glasses, and then he makes this big deal. He's fallen for Mimi, and he's like, oh, your blue eyes are just beautiful. She's like, you should see it when I wear my blue eyeshadow. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, right now.
Seriously, all the things, all the feels.
Yeah, that show paired up with Fresh Off the Boat. Still funny.
Mm-hmm.
Still funny. I'm still kind of pissed that they canceled Speechless. Really
Yeah.
like that one. But what are you going to do?
Drink.
Oh, yeah.
That is what we do here, so drink up. That's talking as somebody who has an MBA. Oh, did I mention I have an MBA?
Oh, God.
Not
Okay,
this
so-
time yet.
Remind me again. Are you still okay and still lucid at this point, Michelle?
Yeah.
Because that is the rule. You have to drink when I say I have an MBA.
I know, and I did.
Yes, you did. And that was a good size swallow. Once again, Ogden girl here, folks.
Absolutely.
And give me one more. Give me one more. One you think is like,
Just something out of left field.
I'm finishing Humans.
oh, humans. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
The British series that ended up on AMC about human-like robots among us.
Or as we like to call it, Caprica, the better sequel.
The better Caprica. Everybody always forgets about Caprica.
There's a reason behind that.
Well, the biggest thing is that it's become a social commentary. So now all of the AIs have intelligence. So that's the thing is it's humans versus AI. What's most important?
Yeah.
But it really, again, it's a sign of the times. We're
Yes.
back to the same thing. Like, who's better? Who are we going to hurt? We have to apparently hurt everybody.
Who deserves to live?
Yep.
It's like the great philosopher Jimi Hendrix said, there must be some way out of here,
Yeah.
said the Joker to the thief.
Yep.
So, that's a call back to Battlestar Galactica, kids. Enjoy that.
That's a Bob Dylan song, by the way.
Oh, I'm going Hendrix. Hendrix was better.
Well, he did the better version for sure. Yeah. And we should point out, as we have here on the pod before, humans came at least a year or two before Westworld.
True story.
So, yeah.
Oh, which tying in season 3, Aaron Paul from
Yes.
El Camino. So
Yes.
All right.
that's how we tie the threads in.
And I'm going to agree with Tommy. I
Uh-oh.
know Bill's going to die when I say this. I put it on Twitter, but whatever. Replicants. It's exactly Westworld, humans, replicants. And that goes back to Blade Runner. And yes, I am old.
Man, I'm
Replicants.
old too, and getting better.
Okay. And speaking of replicants, look up a band called The Replicants
Seriously?
from the 90s.
True story?
Do you want me to do it right now?
Yeah, they were a one-off supergroup
Okay.
featuring members of Tool,
Let's try, girl! Look up the replicants for us!
and they did a whole album of cover songs, and it was really weird.
Oh, that reminds me. Sorry if Lachai Girl was giving you the side eye. It must be an Ogden thing or something. I don't know. She did it with Shaylee, and yeah.
But you know what? It was a side eye, but I did not see the machete. So I think I'm actually good.
Yeah, you're fine.
Maybe there's some respect.
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, huh. I need to have a little chat with her.
And first of all, I want to say I'm almost through with Goliath, the third season on Prime Video. So basically, Billy Bob Throckmorton and the Bridges brothers, everybody just basically trips balls,
Yeah.
and then we get back to solving land use water rights issues, and then we go back to the casino and trip balls some more.
Right.
So this is like half municipal politics, half Lodge 49, half hallucinogenics,
Right.
and what? What the fuck is happening?
It is a lot to take in. This is probably the balls trippiest that Billy Bob has ever been in. And he was married to Angelina Jolie.
I
So
mean-
let's not forget that part.
I mean, how many trips to the bar do you need to take before you realize, oh, these are peyote bourbons?
Bigger question. How many sips does it take for you to outlast Elena Douglas's character?
Ileana Douglas, haven't seen her for a long time.
Wow.
Nice to see her.
I had to blink
Working.
twice and go, oh, you're still around.
Nice to see her working.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, as the chatty barfly, no less. And
Taking on the Tommy Milagro role.
right? Wait. Hold up. Does she have an MBA? Drink.
Hi, so you're new here, Broovies. You know I got an MBA, right? You like wrestling?
It's like looking in a mirror, only less hairy.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and
So, season 3 of Goliath, I'm not sure where this is going, but I'm sticking in there.
especially near the end, which we won't spoil here.
Yeah, I'm not there yet, so...
okay.
Okay.
How many episodes are you in thus far?
5 of 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was happy to see Brittany trying to make something of herself.
Although Billy Bob kind of dropped the ball a bit. Well, he tripped balls a bit, so.
Yeah. And, also the El Camino, Breaking Bad, the
Yes.
movie. Entertaining, cool watch. Not sure if we needed it, but it's worth checking out nonetheless.
I'm
I
gonna
was
say we
very
did.
happy to see Badger and Skinny Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apex, bitch! I'm apexing!
And we see quite a few characters from the Breaking Bad universe appear. I was really surprised with one, and I'm not going to mention who it was. I'm just saying, like, you get some of the ones you expected, and you get one just like, what?
One thing
Didn't
we
see
will.
that coming.
One thing I will call, and it's no big surprise just because it's been out there in the news. Robert Forster, who
yeah.
reprised his role as
Dies on the day it premieres.
exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, tragedy. Oh. Robert Forster, great character actor. Started with Medium Cool, then kind of lost him in the shuffle. Think Alligator, folks, and gets a career resurgence with Jackie Brown, Max Jerry, and that led to
Another Tarantino comeback.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he came back with great films like Me, Myself, and Irene, and
Great
you forget
films.
that?
I'm going to say right here and right now, Me, Myself, and Irene,
With Jim Carrey
Jim Carrey,
and Pinchy Face.
Renee Zellweger.
That's it.
Renee Zellweger's finest role.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and she's going to be doing something with the Judy Garland role. Is that?
She
gonna
already
be-
did it.
It's out.
Oh, okay, but is
It's
that
out there.
Is that for TV or is that just
It's a film.
a film?
A film.
Okay. She's dead to me. Moving on.
But go back and watch Me, Myself, and Irene, Renee Zellweger.
And
For me, it's a toss-up between that one and Love in a 45.
I'm going to say, if you really want to honor Robert Forster, watch The Black Hole. That's the film.
Oh
that,
my
sums
God.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Holy shit.
Uh,
Disney flashbacks.
Kids, in case you don't know, which I'm sure you don't, back in the late 70s when Star Wars hit, everybody
7980. around
everybody had to have their own, like, oh shit, we got to get into space. We got to make a space movie. So Disney's idea was, like, let's make a interminably long and boring movie about a black hole called
Wait.
Black Hole.
there. And it had Anthony Perkins, and
It had a lot of people in it, and
That was,
yeah.
and it should have been great.
it should have been. My God, it was a ponderous piece of shit.
I had horrible dreams of the black hole and Tron.
Tron.
Tron permeated my nightmares.
Well, at least Tron was entertaining. Black Hole,
Ish.
not so much.
They're trying to bring it back, but no, it's okay, Disney. You're fine. You got Marvel money. Play with that.
Yeah.
with that.
So,
And Star Wars money.
yeah, El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, definitely worth checking out. 2 hours.
So reserve some time, folks. Reserve time because TV is your friend. Netflix, anyway,
Yeah.
is your friend.
I want one spoiler. Saul?
No.
No Saul.
No Saul.
Saul is mentioned somewhat,
yes.
but no Saul.
No
which
appearance.
is good because we still don't know his fate yet.
Here's another
True.
spoiler. We see the El Camino's cameo is short-lived.
Oh, sad face.
I don't know why they called it El Camino. It's like it's there and it's gone.
Because he escapes in the El Camino.
Well,
True, yes.
It's kind of featured halfway through. That's about as far as I'm going to get. The only other quibble I had about it, Todd, I forget the actor's name.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Well, A, yeah, because white supremacist, and B, I know it's been like, 5 years since Breaking Bad went off the air?
Jesse Plemons
thank
is the
you.
actor's name, by the way.
Between then and now, couldn't he have, slimmed up a bit? Because...
Well, him and Aaron Paul both a little puffy.
No, Aaron Paul was okay because... but, yeah, Jesse, seriously, Weight Watchers, yo.
I think Aaron Paul got sad when The Path was canceled.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Well,
He wasn't in a cult anymore. He didn't know what to do.
You can't expect every actor to go through the Joker / machinist transformation. Not everybody is Christian Bale and Joaquin Phoenix. Jesse Plemons like, no. Oh, this is for Netflix? No.
wait, I gotta shed this Fargo weight? Oh, fuck that.
Nah.
I'm good.
Not worth it.
I'm waiting on the Coen brothers again. Hey, where's that UFO, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, where did that go?
Oh, don't worry about that, honey. It's UFOs. We gotta escape.
And also...
See how many references we tied in just in that one little piece there?
See how much fucking TV I watch?
See how much we drink?
True, yes. And I wasn't kidding when I said this, on Sundays, not a hell of a lot of news breaking here.
There's a dearth of news happening.
But I do want to tease our next podcast guest.
Would that be...
That would be Shep Smith.
We have been in negotiations, secret negotiations.
Now they got them a lot easier. So,
well, he just decided he had standards, and I was like, "Come here, honey."
that was
We have drinks.
the one of the best things I saw on Twitter late last week. I can't remember the comedian who said, "Welcome to podcasting, Shep Smith."
It was Keith Olbermann, wasn't it?
It wasn't Keith.
Okay.
I think it was Jen Kirkman actually.
Oh, okay.
She's always on it.
Nice. Oh, but now Fox News this is the part that killed me. The headlines were like, now that Shep Smith is gone, what are Fox going to do with all the facts? And I just went, ah! You're adorable.
Well, I think the obvious answer is to replace Shepard Smith. You bring in Kennedy from Fox Business.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're supposed to be, rotating in different guests in the Shep Smith slot.
Oh, they're all going to be
SSS.
garbage. They're all going to be garbage. So.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, at least Kennedy will be hot garbage.
Yeah, it's just like, what are they going to put? Tyrus behind a desk there? I don't think so.
Oh, if they do that...
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't know. They might be ballsy enough to do it. I am not putting it past them.
Ballsy, desperate, whatever. Do you remember the movie series Maniac Cop?
Kind
I remember seeing it on the VHS shelf at
There you go.
Movie Buffs.
There you go.
and
Yeah.
There was Maniac Cop 2 with Robert Forster.
There were several, yeah. We're bringing it all back to Robert Forster.
See?
Their HBO is looking to do a reboot
The hell?
of Maniac Cop.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know if there's really not much there to work with, but sure, okay.
Well, keep in mind, we said the same shit about Westworld, and look what happened.
True, the original Westworld movie and the follow-up Future World, not great movies.
No. Yul Brynner tried, but no.
Yeah, so
fuck no.
you can take a shitty old movie and make it into something new. Mm-hmm. My current column for Slug, the content shifter about 13 slasher flicks you probably don't know. Mm-hmm. It's gotten a few thumbs up from slasher flicks aficionados.
Oh, nice.
So they think it's legit. The inclusion of Chopping Mall, I think, did it.
Oh, were you given four knives up? Or?
I believe so, yeah.
All right.
So look that up. Go to billfrost.tv or slugmag.com to find that, because you need some streaming 80s horror in your life. You can see where Ryan Murphy ripped it all off for the current season of American Horror Story.
Oh, yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Have you seen that, Michelle? Is that on your list?
I do not watch American Horror Story. I never
What?
have. I
Okay.
know.
All right.
Too much. But is Children of the Corn on your list?
Children of the Corn.
I don't see that on your list.
Not
man.
technically a slasher flick. So
true
it was a
story.
horror movie, but not a slasher flick. The slasher flicks involves like one lone mysterious weirdo killing lots of pretty 20-somethings and
True
teenagers.
story.
Although to
Yeah.
be fair, this should have been included only because creepy children, and especially creepy gingers.
True, yeah. Well, you either watch Children of the Corn or you go to Provo.
Right. Yeah, that's right. There are gingers there.
Kind of the same experience, really. And we did have some news here about, we talked about a couple weeks ago, Jared Padalecki from Supernatural. See, if you don't know which one he is, he's the one with the longer hair. He's the mop-headed, taller one.
He's the mop-headed
as
Winchester.
opposed to the shorter, snarky one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how you distinguish.
He will be starring in a reboot of Walker, Texas Ranger.
Of course.
Why?
No one knows why, but I thought this was a slam dunk to go to CBS. We could put them all in the same night with Magnum and MacGyver and Hawaii Five-0, just make a whole night of it. Mm-hmm. But no, it's going to go to the CW proper.
Oh.
Don't know
Really?
why. And that'll be a thing. I don't think it's definitely not going to be in time for mid-season, so I'm guessing fall of 2020, if and when it happens.
They don't have that much faith in him, or
No,
they have too much faith in him to work C-Dub?
No, it would be too quick of a turnaround because they're still working on the current season of Supernatural.
Okay.
So
Is he pretty enough for the CW?
Have you seen Supernatural?
I've seen this.
Then there's your answer.
well, he's been there for 15 years, so
Oh, yeah.
actually probably more like 18 years if you count his stint on Gilmore Girls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah.
I don't know.
Technically, I'm sure he's the oldest person on the CW.
No, Jensen Ackles is up there. I think Jensen Ackles
both of them,
is my age.
both of them would be the oldest people starring in a CW series because they've been there forever.
He could be Archie's dad at this point.
True.
Yes. Yes.
If
yes.
you need somebody to replace Luke Perry,
Did you see Riverdale this week?
I heard the news. Spoiler alert. What in the name of 90210 happened?
Shannon Doherty!
Brenda.
I don't know. I was almost in tears already, and then I'm like, is that Shannon? What? What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Worlds are colliding here. Crisis on Infinite Earths, folks.
Shannon Doherty, if you've never seen the TV movie Satan's School for Girls, I would recommend looking it up. Some of Shannon Doherty's finest work.
When was that?
Oh, God, well over 10 years ago. Maybe more like
Jesus.
15 years ago.
Well, she needed the money for the cancer.
It was a fine movie.
Okay.
It was probably after she got kicked off of Charmed.
Sounds about right.
Kicked off, quit, depends on who you talk to.
Well,
it's kind of like the current administration.
Yeah.
I was fired, I quit.
Bigger point, never talk to Alyssa Milano about that shit.
Yeah.
No, not a good idea. You just mention that, she'll start twitching. It's like, what?
Maybe also don't bring it up to Rose McGowan.
Oh.
No.
Actually, don't bring anything up male-centric to
Don't
Rose
bring anything
McGowan.
up to anybody.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh.
Don't even start with Harvey Weinstein.
Stay away from it all.
Rose has had a hard life.
Well, when you're in a cult called the Children of God, that's not quite the Children of the Corn, you're going to be a little off.
So I heard you got some sports news.
Oh, well, quite a bit if you want to hit the music.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team.
From the sports desk, we deliver to you a dearth of
Michelle's
sports.
always wondered how that's done, and now she's seen it, and she's like,
Oh my god!
she's totally unimpressed.
If you drink a lot harder, it is like watching the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. Excuse me, the Tabernacle Choir.
The Mormon Tabernacle Quail? What?
I think that is the choir at Temple Square.
Yeah.
I acquire it.
Stay on brand.
Oh,
Stay on current branding.
Stay on target. But we deliver to you some sports. Again, kind of the same way as Mr. Frost over there. The sports desk doesn't get a whole lot on Sundays.
First of all, tell us how your viewing party for the second week of AEW over to Broovies.
This is going to be a great segue here, ladies and gentlemen. So, first of all, AEW, that's All Elite Wrestling, is Dynamite on Wednesdays. It's at 6 p.m. on TNT. But, of course, stop by at Broovies. You can check it out with me and Goots. I had to hold down the fort because Goots had some Funko business. We had our usual guests as well as a teddy bear provided to us by Clay, one of the bartenders of Broovies, watching All Elite Wrestling. If you check me out on Instagram at Tommy Milagro, you will see an actual teddy bear watching the Inner Circle. That would be Chris Jericho's new faction. So it is definitely going to be a good time. But here is some reported news, actual news here, starting with AEW still going head-to-head against NXT. That's WWE's NXT for Week 2 on Wednesday nights. NXT on USA Network. And the second week in a row, AEW surpassed WWE NXT in the Wednesday night cable ratings. Now, it was a bit of a drop because obviously, all the looky-loos just said, wrestling, moving on. Let's be honest here. But AEW brought in 1.4 million viewers, so they retained their audience, and NXT dropped to a series low of 790,000 viewers. And compare that to last week when it was 891 viewers. But they're still going to stick with NXT at this point because what other fucking choices USA have at this point? Chris Lee knows best. Come the fuck on, folks.
Are they in jail yet?
One can only hope. One can only hope. We have a pool at the sports desk here if you want to get in. It's 20 bones.
Yeah.
If you're interested.
So if you you should go out and join the gang at Broovies,
Yes.
Salt Lake City, to watch some AEW wrestling around 6 o'clock.
And just fucking forgetting NXT. And here's the reason why I'm saying that. Because, kind of like Stumptown, it broadcasts on the USA Network, but then, after a day or so, you could just go right on to the WWE Network and watch the whole thing.
Okay, so I'm thinking, you're over there in the corner at Broovies. There are 2 TVs over there.
Yes.
You could put NXT on one, AEW on the other.
Right. Well, as
Do
we...
you think you lushes can handle that? A 2-screen experience?
A, I'm a professional drinker. B, we are going to stick with AEW because, seriously, NXT, you could get it on the WWE Network for only $9.99, and the reason why we won't do it... That's why. They aren't sponsoring us. Fuck them. So, that is my answer right there. And speaking of other fuckery, WWE still... first of all, where do I begin with the fuckery? Let's start with this. So WWE still has SmackDown now on Fox, and they're
Friday nights, yeah.
They're trying to be more sports centric, and they started with the WWE Draft, and for a big chunk of it on Raw, and then carried over to SmackDown. They said these stars were going to Raw, these stars were going to SmackDown. Got to the point where even actual sportscasters were involved with, what does it mean to be in a draft? What was it like to be in a draft, Cherry Bradshaw? And, this is going to be big, especially if Seth Rollins goes to blah, blah, blah. Folks, much like Tropic Thunder, don't go full sports. Just go part-way sports.
Yeah, this seems like, no.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
What's fucking worse than a draft?
And I answer.
I'm guessing watching soccer.
Oh, much worse. So Tyson Fury, he's a boxer. He's going to be wrestling...
I thought it was a vacuum.
No, that would be a Dyson, sir.
Okay.
Dyson Fury... excuse me. Tyson Fury is going to be challenging Braun Strowman. And it's going to be in a matchup that has been scheduled for the WWE's Crown Jewel, this time in Riyadh. Also featured in the main event is Brock Lesnar.
Really?
Going up against...
Are they doing any events in Syria?
It would be Dynamite in that aspect. Too soon. He's going to be going up against Cain Velasquez, and they're playing up the whole UFC history there. And again, Riyadh. Notice they don't say the SA word, Saudi Arabia. They just say either Riyadh or Jeddah when it comes to their pay-per-view offer.
I thought it was just SA.
No, that's Middle Eastern Mexicans. So that's a whole different thing. I'm not cool enough for that. But what is going to be a little bit cooler is going to be that Impact Wrestling. Oh, yeah. Still a thing. Still hard to kill.
Hey, now it's somewhere you can see it.
They are going to have a pay-per-view. That is going to be October 20th. It is the Bound for Glory pay-per-view. And at last check, you could catch all of that on Fight TV. And you could subscribe to that wonderful Bound for Glory.
Or Tommy Milagro will give you his password.
Oh, hell no. Because you got to pony up $39.99.
Not a sponsor.
But if you feel like Michelle and want to give us a gift, that's fine too. But then after that, on October 26th, they are going to be broadcasting live proper from Access TV. Right now it's just been reruns of late, but that is going to be the official offering.
I want to endorse the Saturday night lineup.
Oh, that would be Saturday Slam of Access
Saturday
TV.
Slam, WOW, Women of Wrestling, very good. New Japan Wrestling, very good. And now Impact.
And finally this.
Yeah.
Remember, actually two things. I almost forgot. Billy Corgan still...
Oh, my God.
No.
Stay with me, folks. Stay with me. Billy Corgan, still owner of NWA, which actually had its broadcast on YouTube and Facebook called NWA Power.
Okay.
Oh, and I think I texted this to you. Their intro theme is Dawkins Into the Fire. Yeah. I'll have to show it to you if I can. It was a very wonderful effort, very studio-centric throwback to how NWA used to do their wrestling. Definitely check it out. That's my West Watch. And finally this. Remember when I said... remember when you thought Billy Corgan getting into wrestling was bad?
Yes.
Master P.
Oh, yeah. I did see this, yes.
Master P has purchased his own wrestling outfit, House of Glory.
Sure.
And, yeah, it was reported here from ringsidenews.com. The rapper was very happy to discuss this announcement and talk about his...
You watch the matches through the glory hole right over there.
That's
yes.
what I thought it should be called.
Yeah.
But no. This is not the R. Kelly news here. This is Master P news. We'll have to see what Master P can do with Hog as he merges hip hop and pro wrestling. And he says has a lot of things in the pipeline to show he is still a mogul working on advancing his empire, and says Vince McMahon is in trouble because this will be a whole different league.
Again, this is the first time you've heard from Master P in years.
Not since the days of...
So this is the rap and wrestling connection? Is that what we're doing here?
Yes, and remember back in the days of WCW that rap is crap? They were right. Why? Because they did sports.
It's sports. Tommy Milagro. Go team.
You say so many things, and the only thing I can think of is what happened to WWE. That's a lot of words that I don't understand.
Yeah.
If you drink the Genius Juice harder, it's more
WWE is still there, just all this other stuff is happening around it.
Oh, God, there are so much.
So much goddamn wrestling. Speaking of which, would you believe the CW, more CW news, I actually have a couple of items here.
It's almost like we're on their payroll of sorts.
You'd think so, yeah.
Why are you pointing up, CW?
The CW is looking into a MMA-centric drama.
What?
Which they already did on the Audience Network on DirecTV with Kingdom. Mm-hmm. Remember that? It was Sons of Anarchy meets mixed martial arts.
Right. Lots of tattooing.
No one watched it.
Well, there's a reason. It's on Audience.
This is from Variety. The broadcaster developing a 1-hour drama about a young woman who begins training in MMA titled American Fighter.
Okay.
Story follows JoJo Reigns, who has a dead-end life in a dead-end town, hanging out with her friends because there's nothing else to do.
So,
hey, this is the Tommy Milagro story.
Whoa, hold up.
Minus the friends. And
you're doing that just because for Michelle's entertainment, obviously.
No, I'd fuck with you even if she wasn't here. Basically, it's going to be a female-centric MMA drama on the CW.
Okay.
titled, unfortunately, American Fighter, because the clothing line and douchebags and truck nuts.
Oh,
and yeah.
Well, they've got All Americans, so I guess they'll just keep going with the theme.
All American.
What?
And plus, we were talking about Wayne Brady earlier.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
Here's what Wayne Brady's up to.
Oh, I can't wait.
He's gonna be signing on as a villain on Black Lightning.
What?
Gravedigger.
Oh, seriously?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Okay. Oh, we almost forgot about Black Lightning.
I watched that one, too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It actually started out better than... season 2 I was not into, but the first episode's good so far.
Well, Tobias Whale, he's still angry.
Ish. He's dying now. He's getting old. Because whatever they were doing, he doesn't get in jail.
Well, I never counted him out. Maybe him and the Gravedigger, which is a great monster truck, by the way.
True, yeah. And I've had more than a few people ask me this, as in my position as a so-called TV expert.
The answer is yes. I'm usually drinking this much.
Usually, the question here is, holy moly,
Yes.
is that coming back?
Is it?
The answer officially is now yes.
Wow.
Season 2, holy moly, with Rob Riggle.
Whoa! Wow. Okay.
That is crazy shit.
A lot.
Who was asking that question? That's
Several people who.
People are saying.
Many,
so I'm
many
hearing.
people are saying it was a perfect show.
It deserved all the love it gets.
Nothing wrong happened.
Carrie Jackson says when you're having a bad day, just turn that on.
Carrie Jackson was one of the people who was asking me, it's like, what's happening with Holy Moly?
Okay.
Now you know. It's happening. Season 2 will happen next summer.
It's miniature golf writ large. So
yeah.
And crazy. You have to be, I don't know, like a serious athlete.
Hey, Stephon Curry's involved in it, so I'm fine with it.
True story. I actually like him on there.
Tommy Milagro used the term writ, which makes me think, hey, you got an MBA over there? Yeah, all right, yeah.
Please drink.
Okay, now is the time of the program we tell the people what they should be watching harder.
Oh,
in
there's
the coming
a big
week.
list.
I got some new shit here.
All
Yay.
right.
See, since this is Sunday, not Monday, I have my notes for tomorrow's morning zoo.
Oh,
right here in front of me. I know.
Look
This
at
is,
that.
yeah, contain yourselves. Season 7, Letterkenny on Hulu.
Oh,
I want to remind people, I told you well over a year ago, probably almost 6 months ago.
why are you pointing so hard at
Hey,
the
this is a
Betty
fucking
Bernanke?
frost warning that I fucking told you about Letterkenny a long time ago. Then all of a sudden, within the last few months, we're like, hey, have you seen the show Letterkenny? Like, yeah, fuck you. Okay, I told you all about it. All right?
Hulu started advertising it, that's why.
Well, Hulu started airing it, for one thing. It was a strictly Canadian thing when I started watching it.
Oh, hey, did you check out this Canadian show? And you went, fuck you!
Hey, do you CrossFit? You can cross fuck off, okay?
See, it got real cold after that crosswording.
Yeah, so Letterkenny was originally a Canadian series that you could only get through bootlegs, which is the way I got it. And then Hulu picked it up for a couple of seasons, and they started running the whole thing from Canada.
Right.
And now Hulu has just said, fuck it. We're going to take the show. We're going to make it a Hulu proper show. And now season 7 debuts on Monday.
Wow.
So a whole new season of that shit. And I still think it's fucking hilarious. Tuesday, of course. The season 7 final season premiere of Arrow.
Thank you.
Yes.
Stephen Amell before he gets to his show Heels.
Yep. Also, now more than ever, season 2 of The Purge.
Oh.
On USA.
Forgot about that.
My Purge will be the greatest Purge, the biggest ratings.
Think of all the good The Purge has done.
Yes. Yep. This season of The Purge looks at, the first season and the movies looked at like what happens during the 24-hour period of The Purge.
Right.
This kind of explores what happens the rest of the year.
Oh.
Leading up to The Purge.
Okay.
What kind of shit goes down around that?
What fuckery happens before you go, Bob needs to go?
Yeah, and I'm still going to go on record saying I think this is a good idea.
All right.
I think we need a purge.
Especially in the White House.
Also a new series on USA premiering on Tuesday, Treadstone.
Okay.
This is from the people who did the Bourne movies.
Yeah. That's the thing that really grabbed my attention.
This is about a a government CIA government black ops operation that has highly trained assassins. They're kind of sleeper cells, and they kind of wake them up, and say, "Okay, go kill." This is their story. Yeah.
Now, is it going to follow after the events of the Jason Bourne movies, and they go, "Oh shit, we got found out. Time to kill them off"?
Not exactly.
Oh, okay.
No. Coming up on Friday on Amazon Prime Video, Modern Love, based on the New York Times column. This is for you people who read.
Readers.
It's a series of romantic comedy episodes based around true stories that were reported in the New York Times column Modern Love.
Do you mean the failing New York Times?
The failing New York Times.
God.
Excuse me. Yes. I mention this only because people like Tina Fey, John Slattery, and Andy Garcia are involved.
You're Hollywood liberals.
And also Anne Hathaway, and I am on the record saying I will watch anything that has Anne Hathaway in it.
Okay.
I've been sorely disappointed, but I'll still do it.
Look, we all have our siren songs.
Yeah.
Mine, do you saw more on your list there?
No, I'm curious. Is there someone say, I like this actor so much, no matter what they do, I'm going to check it out?
Kristen Bell.
True. She's usually right, though.
Yeah.
Well, then there was forgetting Sarah Silverman and...
forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Sarah Marshall, excuse me.
Yeah, that was Saving Silverman, the show you're thinking of.
That means the genius juice is working here.
Also, did you ever see The Lifeguard?
Oh, God.
Not good.
Oh.
So even Kristen Bell can fuck up. Mine is Anne Hathaway. I'll check out. Michelle, anybody out there you can think of is like, I know this movie is going to be garbage, but my favorite person is in it, so I've got to check it out.
Oh.
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hold up. All right, I'll listen.
Bruce makes anything better, though. So, really.
I fell in love with Bruce in Adventures of Briscoe County.
Okay.
Didn't see Ash. I saw that. I have loved him ever since.
That was my go-to.
So you did not see Ash vs. Evil Dead?
No, I haven't. But I have
Okay.
seen Army of Darkness.
Okay.
All right.
Several times, and midnight showings at the Cinedome.
Okay.
Yeah.
My other go-to has been Sarah Michelle Gellar. Great in Buffy, and then...
Well, what the fuck else she done?
Worse, Scooby-Doo.
Well, yeah, there's that. That was like 15 years ago. What else has she done?
She did a CW
Freddie
series.
Prinze Jr. So that's the other thing she's done.
But
And
she was in that Robin Williams thing.
It was on CBS. That wasn't good.
It was not good.
Got it. Let's try, girl. Bring up Sarah Michelle Gellar's IMDb list here. Thank you.
The Ringer.
No,
The Ringer.
The Ringer. It's it was WB series. It's now on whatever CW's alternate.
Whoa! What the fuck was that?
She plays herself twice. Like
Okay.
It's an identity thing.
Barely remember that
Yeah.
one. That was came and went really quickly.
I didn't say it was good. I just said she did it.
I do now remember that.
Yeah, it's coming back to me too. Oh, The Crazy Ones. That's the one that she did.
The Crazy Ones, yes.
And Ringer. Yeah, okay, she did do that as well.
Basically, it's not a big ask of Sarah Michelle Gellar for Tommy Milagro to tune into whatever new project she's working on because there's not a lot of them.
I just only ask, dump Freddie Prinze Jr. He's holding you back. He is. Come to the light.
I think she's just a mommy now.
Yeah, coming up on Sunday, here's a big one.
All right.
On HBO, Watchmen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is from produced by Damon Lindelof of Lost and several other series.
Now, this picks up from events after the first Watchmen, from what I understood of late. And
all you need to know is Don Johnson's in here.
And Regina King is also involved. And
Yes.
I want to say Jeremy Irons as well.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
He's Ozymandias here.
So that is coming up on Sunday. As we're recording live on air, The Righteous Gemstones is over.
Okay.
I believe also Succession is ending tonight, so we're just opening up the way for Watchmen, the series.
And Ballers is over with. Thank goodness.
Oh, the series finale tonight. Ballers.
Yep.
What's going to happen?
So many questions will need to be answered. Will The Rock and Rob Corddry get back together?
Did we mention this before? Rob Corddry is currently on The Unicorn.
No. We mentioned Walton Goggins, and
And what a waste of
Yes.
waste of one of our favorite actors that is. Yeah, I've been trying it out every week. I mean, you have Walton Goggins, you have Michaela Watkins, you have Rob Corddry. This should be a funny show.
what the
But
fuck?
it's not.
Well, here's the problem. It's on network.
Well, you can still do funny stuff on network, but this show is just like
It's on
they're-
CBS,
They're
right?
playing it really safe. I mean, even for CBS, they're playing it really safe.
Oh.
Stop it.
And again, Walton Goggins without a southern accent,
That's
doesn't
just not
really-
Walton Goggins.
doesn't work.
That's Walt Goggins.
Yeah.
Let's call it for what it is.
So I would urge you to check out Breaking Bad and El Camino movie. That's not the title.
El
I'll-
Camino of Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
A Breaking Bad story.
Get it right. Yeah, Goliath. If you've never checked out Goliath on Prime Video,
Oh,
I would recommend starting with the first season.
yeah.
So far, the best season.
Yeah.
And,
Season 2 was okay.
weird.
Yeah.
The new season is even weirder, so I don't know what's happening here.
I don't want to put you out there. Oh, that ship has sailed already, honey.
Yeah. And also want to recommend the current season of Van Helsing on Sci-Fi Channel.
Okay.
It's kind of strange in that they'll go for like several weeks on end without the character Van Helsing.
Really?
Just like, oh, here's all the other characters that are happening. It's a really weird way to go about it.
And
but
then they
it
come
kinda-
back and say, oh, yeah, here's Van Helsing.
It kind of works, but it's just kind of odd. It's like your title character is absent for weeks on end. I don't know. I don't get it.
It's like having Winona Earp not drink. That's just wrong.
That is totally wrong. Yeah. Have you ever watched Winona Earp, Michelle?
I've not.
I would recommend checking it out when you have a hole in your schedule there.
I have a list of shows to watch as
I
well.
believe it's on.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, the first couple of seasons are on Netflix now. The new season will be back next year. Also, want to recommend the. He took the week off, but he'll be back next week with 2 episodes. Black Jesus,
Okay.
Oh.
Jesus of Compton.
The only Jesus you need.
Yeah, really the only Jesus you need in your life.
Yeah.
And also, check out, if you missed it when it aired live, which is entirely possible, the episode of Saturday Night Live
Oh. With David Harbour of all
with
places.
David Harbour, which you probably didn't really expect much of him. He
Oh,
fucking
shit.
killed it.
Yeah.
That's the Grouch, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Grouch.
We forgive you for Hellboy. We get it. You.
Yeah, he kind of dropped in a Hellboy joke in the monologue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I gotta
As
go
in
back.
surprised anyone saw it. But it was a surprisingly solid start to finish episode of Saturday Night Live. It wasn't like, here's a couple good ones and then like garbage. No, it was pretty much solid all the way through.
Nice.
Wow.
Even the
Impressive.
musical guest, Camila Cabello.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
All 4 feet of her. Yeah.
She's tiny.
Very tiny, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely check that out there. What do you got over there?
I'm just gonna say the usual: Black Lightning and The Flash, and of course Supergirl and Batwoman, the world's finest, right there on the CW. And I'm just also going to add in there. Well, you already covered Watchmen right there. That's the one I'm really just jonesing to see right now.
Yeah.
I kind of want to say Undone looks pretty interesting, and I know it's already been out there on Amazon Prime, but definitely worth checking out. It's apparently it's a good sister companion to Fleabag, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I'm
I
going.
also want to remind people I told you about Fleabag 2 years ago.
Did you?
Now it won an Emmy.
My God, it
He-
got cold
Hey.
all of a sudden.
He
Hey,
did.
hey, have you heard about this show, Fleabag?
Hey, have you heard about Fuck You?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Also, The Righteous Gemstones on HBO, On Becoming a God in Central Florida on Showtime.
Okay.
Also, I believe it has its season finale coming up this next Sunday.
Oh.
And you should definitely catch up on that one.
Probably the only other bigger news, other than the fact that we're slogging forward to 300, and we will have a movie that you all need to see.
Maybe we will, maybe we won't.
You never know.
I'm not
We're slogging forward.
I'm not confident of this.
I'm drinking my
Which
confidence.
reminds me, you should also be watching Mayans on FX.
Oh, thank you.
And also Mr. In Between. And the current seasons of both It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and South Park, so far, very strong, considering they've been on since the late 70s. You should definitely check. If you've checked out, you should check back in.
It is China's favorite show.
They're doing pretty well, yes.
Yes. But let's see.
We have not been banned in China yet, as far as I know.
Yeah, actually, we kind of have.
Okay, fine.
That's how we get to be good, you know? We have to be bootleggable. So that's how it works, folks.
Michelle, if you were going to recommend to people they should check out a show that is currently airing right now.
Stumptown.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
I think that's where we end right
We
there.
should definitely, Stumptown, very good. And I'm curious to see if Donald Logue's going to be back.
I think he'll be back for at least one episode, just the way that it ended.
Yeah, it seems like he might have a small arc, but if he could come back on a more regular basis, I would totally be cool with that as well.
I got the feeling...
Even though he's a fucking bastard.
I know, I'm terrible.
That scene, Junior chewing a bastard, he's too good to let go.
I really did enjoy the little 70s montage, though.
Oh.
At the beginning,
Yes.
that was the best. It was like Charlie's Angels meets Rockford Files. It was awesome.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah. Sliding across the hood and everything.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and Colby Smulders with that, that
the
Farrah
feathered-
Fawcett hair. Oh my god. Yeah.
Do you need a moment, Michelle? Do you
I'm
need
good.
to? Do we need to cool you down here? We could issue another frost warning.
The vapors. It's the vapors.
I think I'm out of them at the moment.
You're out of frost to give.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So I want to thank Ogden's Own Distillery for the vodka, both of the cinnamon and the straight up regular vodka. And it's like, next time I'm gonna make a special request. I want some more of that potato vodka.
Oh,
Really good.
But let's correct that a bit. We thank Ogden's Own. They are our official sponsor. But thank Michelle for bringing the Sinful Five Wives.
Yeah, and turning us on to this Mexican Coke
This
and
is
cinnamon vodka concoction, which is a snickerdoodle or a sinful doodle.
this is serious genius juice here.
It works.
And let's also not forget our fine sponsors in Sugar House Distillery and Outlaw Distillery and Bohemian Brewery, plus our good friend Ivy at Booze Teak. All fine sponsors of TV Tam Podcast. That's how you drink Freddie Prinze Jr. away, folks.
Someone tell Sarah Michelle Gellar.
just kidnap her. That's how it's done these days.
All right, any other business to take care of?
AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite at Broovies, 6 p.m. start time.
Salt Lake City Breweries.
Yeah.
I heard something about the Ogden Breweries that disturbed me.
Uh-oh.
They allow children in.
They do. I don't know why.
That is not right.
No.
It's new. I have no idea.
How do they get that away? I just no. No.
It's pretty much the only time I go to see movies anymore is at the Salt Lake City Breweries because
no children
and booze.
Yes.
But they still have a full bar in Ogden, so I don't know what they're doing.
That is strange.
At a Five Wives Cranberry.
Wait.
I am against it.
DABC, don't fuck around with them, all right? We saw how Rocky handed your ass.
I am against it. Yes.
Okay.
That's all the business to take care of. This has been episode 0295 of the TV Tan Podcast. Reach out to us on Twitter, Facebook, and Gmail, all TV Tan Podcast. And give us the ratings on things if you want.
Oh, and vote for what you want us to watch for episode 300. We're slogging through this.
It's not going to happen.
We're drudging through this.
We're gonna do it here on a laptop.
Your optimism is always inspiring, sir.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, after Mayans.
Look, we had to turn so many people away at the door.
Yeah, that's
what happened.
That's the story.
More than Sharknado?
Oh, tons more. So.
Oh my God! Remember back in the day when we would host things like Breaking Bad, and if we would arrive there too late, even us, the sponsors of the thing, could not get into the building.
Right.
Oh, those were good times.
Again, this optimism you have. Any hoozles. But all the same, just listen for us. There's so many ways to download the podcast. Michelle, how do you listen to TV 10 Podcast?
Podcast Addict.
Ooh, that's the one I use.
And
that's the one I like.
And of course, there's also Apple Podcast, and there's Spreaker. Stitcher hasn't fucked us.
Not for a while.
Recently.
Tune in,
And
Google Play,
Spotify.
Spotify, and
There's another one.
YouTube.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would like, by the next time we do this thing, I would like to hear from some people who use Spotify to listen to us. I'm curious.
Yeah, you have between now and our next special
Because
guest.
the thing is, of all the platforms that get the show first, it starts at Spreaker, then it spreads out to the various platforms. Sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes 24 hours.
Like a virus.
Spotify has it almost instantaneously. So
Wow.
it is like the fastest way to get this show.
Okay.
So I just want to hear from somebody who uses it. All right.
And a woman's.
All right. Say goodnight, America.
Good night, America.
And jiggle that handle over there, Michelle, because it's time to...
But the fact is, the NBA has put itself in a tight spot here because it's been aggressively expanding into China with a $1.5 billion digital partnership with a Chinese tech company, to say nothing of NBA China, the league's business arm, managing events there, which is worth more than $4 billion alone. And they've worked hard to appeal to the Chinese market, as you can tell by this ad produced just last year.
Kung Hei Fat Choi. Happy New Year.
Gong Hei Fa Choi.
Happy New Year. Wan Shu Ru Yi. Wish you luck in the year of the dog.
Ni hao. Happy Chinese New Year.
Hey, my name is Lance Stevenson. I want to say Happy Chinese New Year's.
Come on. There's just nothing more cringeworthy than watching someone forced to engage in promotional bullshit to appease the whims of their parent company. And speaking of parent companies, that actually reminds me. Have you heard about HBO Max? Looking to add another app and monthly charge to watch things? HBO Max has you covered. It's going to have all your favourites. Reruns of The Big Bang Theory, reruns of Friends, reruns of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You can pay for all of those through HBO Max. HBO Max. It's not HBO, it's just TV.
So strange when you don't know how can you tell where you're going to. You can't be sure of any situation. Something could change and then you won't know. Where do we go from here? It seems so hard to clear. It's just as far beyond as I can see. I still don't know what this all means to me.
until tonight, but it's light.